most beautiful cities in Africa that you must visit. Africa is recognized for its breathtaking vast deserts, incredible wildlife, rolling hills, mountains and beautiful savannah grasslands. Not to forget many people who all have distinct cultures. Even though Africa is often regarded as the world's poorest continent, several towns on the continent make you reconsider this generalization. When ranked, these cities may be found next to some of the world's most populous cities, such as Madrid, Rio de Janeiro, Buenos Aires, Paris, and even Tokyo. With more than 50 nations, Africa offers a diverse range of places to visit. But in this video, we'll focus on the top 10 of the continent's most beautiful cities worth wowing to. Before we get started, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Turn on the post notification bell so that you won't miss any future video posts. Like, comment and share. Without further ado, let's get started. Here's the African cities side you are not often shown on TV. The last three will wow you and will leave you almost applying for visa and plane tickets to see these cities. Number 10. Gaborone, Botswana. On the last spot on the list are Gaborone, a lovely city and the capital of Botswana, located in the country's southern region. It is economically strong and politically stable. It is one of the world's largest producers of rough diamonds, but don't expect to find or pick a diamond on the street. It houses the National Museum and the Art Gallery, exhibiting cultural relics. It is also known for the Gaborone Game Reserve, home to migratory and resident birds, impalas and wildebeests. Mokolodi Nature Reserve, which is a home to giraffes and rhinos, is located in the city's southwestern outskirts. You might also trek to the top of Kale Hill for a better perspective of the city. Number 9. Essaouira, Morocco. Essaouira, a Moroccan port city on the Atlantic coast, is one of the country's most picturesque cities. Due to strong currents and an abundance of wind, the town, a renowned vacation town, is famed for its exceptional kite surfing, windsurfing and regular surfing. It is even known as the Wind City of Africa. Begin your tour in the historic Medina. It's surrounded by 18th century seaside walls and dotted with palm-lined avenues and winding lanes crowded with cafes, art galleries and modest hotels. Check out the antique brass cannons that line the defensive walls of this lovely fishing hamlet. Number 8. Marrakesh, Morocco. Morocco's fourth largest city, Marrakesh, is a mesmerizing place to visit, filled with ancient architecture and modern culture. Marrakesh is home to a vibrant medieval walled Medina in the western part of the country, which dates back to the Berber Empire. You'll want to spend some time wandering its narrow maze-like streets, where you'll find souks, marketplaces, selling all sorts of traditional goods from jewelry to spices and textiles. Another one of Marrakesh's must-sees is the 12th century Koutoubia Mosque and its Moorish minaret that forms an integral part of the city's skyline. Also, don't miss new attractions like the Museum of African Contemporary Art Al Madine and the galleries making up Marrakesh's burgeoning art scene. If you're trying to decide where to stay, the Luxe Oberoi, Marrakesh is one of the best nights of sleep in the city. Number 7. Durban, South Africa. Thanks to the 2010 FIFA World Cup, this city can bag a spot on this list of most beautiful towns in Africa. Durban, South Africa's third largest city, is noted for its multicultural past and as the birthplace of Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, who was born here on June 7, 1893. Today, the Indian Ocean coast is a popular South African beach resort with substantial surf breaks. The water is also warmer here than in Cape Town. It's also noted for having a sizable Indian community and a thriving food scene. One of Durban's top attractions is a seaside promenade that stretches from Ushaka Marine World, a giant amusement park featuring an aquarium, to the Moses Madiba Stadium, constructed for the 2010 FIFA World Cup. The Golden Mile is another name for it. Another famous destination is the Durban Botanical Gardens, which has a broader range of African species. Number 6. Johannesburg, South Africa. Johannesburg, or Joburg as the locals call it, is the biggest metropolis in South Africa and one of Africa's wealthiest and most progressive cities. Expect skyscrapers, world-class hotels, and a diverse range of eateries to match those in big western cities like New York. In reality, much of Johannesburg resembles New York City's youthful, lively, hectic, and never-ending energy. The Apartheid Museum, which is not to be missed, is located in the city center. However, the suburbs are equally noteworthy since they are where the majority of the hotels and restaurants are situated. Johannesburg also has a plethora of retail malls, many of which are anchored by more upscale hotels and restaurants, to which locals still throng. Number 5. Cairo, Egypt. This list would be incomplete without mentioning one of Africa's most famous and rich in historic cities. Cairo, Egypt's most significant metropolis and located on the banks of the Nile River, is a hectic city. It's known as the city that never sleeps because there's always something happening in this vast metropolis, where ancient culture collides with futuristic skyscrapers. Expect to hear a cacophony of horns and the rumbling of traffic at all hours of the day and night. But those who like significant cities will find the noises refreshing and rejuvenating. Visitors come to Cairo to learn about Egypt's vast and illustrious history. The Egyptian Museum, which houses millennia's worth of antiques and relics, including mummified remains of ancient monarchs, is one of Cairo's top attractions. The vast public Tahrir Square, with its center traffic circle, is the beating heart of Cairo and a popular spot for political rallies. The 187-meter-high Cairo Tower in the Zamalek area of the Gezira Island region is a must-see for panoramic city views. Giza, home to Egypt's most renowned sites, including the iconic 26th century BC pyramids and the Great Sphinx, is also close by. Come see the dawn or sunset on a camel and have a view that will forever remain in your memories. Number 4. Stone Town, Zanzibar. By just its name, you already feel the need to visit Stone Town, which isn't a huge city. It's a historic Swahili coastal trade town, yet it's one of Africa's most fascinating places. On the beautiful island of Zanzibar off the coast of Tanzania in the Indian Ocean, Stone Town is the island's heart and soul. It would be right to compare this town with the famed Maldives, Fiji and Bahama Islands. The town is a UNESCO World Heritage Site with more than 200 years of history, adding to its view-satisfying sights. Winding alleys abound, as do old riots with intricately carved wooden doorways that now serve as guest houses. Take a stroll around the town's bustling bazaars and get a bite to eat from one of the many food sellers serving up fresh meals right on the water's edge. Number 3. Cape Town, South Africa. Imagine yourself in one of the tallest skyscrapers as you feel the ocean breeze in the evening in your town, watching the sunset on the horizon. Wouldn't it be refreshing, right? You can be able to do this right in this city. Located at the base of Table Mountain and right on the Atlantic Ocean, Cape Town has it all. The city is home to many beautiful beaches and many natural attractions like climbing to the top of Lion's Head to view the sunrise or hiking in Table Mountain National Park. It also features the gorgeous Kirstenbosch Botanical Garden, and there's an opportunity to see wild African penguins just about 30 minutes outside the city center. Cape Town is also culturally rich and home to many museums, galleries and historical attractions, like Robben Island, where Nelson Mandela was imprisoned for 27 years. When it comes to dining and shopping, Cape Town has excellent restaurants and trendy shops. Don't miss the lively Victoria and Alfred waterfront, home to both. There are also hotels for all travelers' budgets, and due to a favorable exchange rate for Americans, Canadians and Europeans, even the luxury hotels here are affordable. If you do want to splurge, the Silo Hotel is one of the nicest in town, with Instagram-worthy bathtubs. That's the third city, and I believe it has wowed you. What about the next one? Number 2. Nairobi, Kenya. Nairobi, Kenya's capital, is a bustling and diverse destination with some of the continent's most outstanding infrastructure. Expect to see a combination of modern skyscrapers and a traditional Kenyan architecture, as well as plenty of cultural and historical monuments. Do you believe you can enjoy watching wildlife on the outskirts of any city in the world except for Nairobi? Nairobi's proximity to African wildlife safaris is one of the city's most appealing features. Nairobi National Park, a wildlife reserve famous for raising endangered black rhinos, is located on the outskirts of the city center. It is also home to various species, including zebras, lions and giraffes. The David Sheldrick Wildlife Trust Elephant Orphanage, located near the reserve, is another popular Nairobi destination. That's the second wow you've got, I believe. Now to the first city ranked as the most beautiful one in Africa. Number 1. Kigali, Rwanda. Finally, the first one. This is without doubt the cleanest city in Africa. This town probably has even the newest roads you will ever see. There are no billboards on the roadside, which emphasizes the city's level of cleanliness. It offers an excellent geographical position for exploring this developing attraction, being in the country's center and just a 2.5-hour drive from Volcanoes National Park, where people come to hike and view Rwanda's mountain gorillas. The city, which goes back to the 11th century and is situated a little over 5,000 feet above sea level, is mountainous, with buildings built on slopes and valleys. The Kigali Genocide Memorial is a must-see, though gloomy, Kigali attraction, commemorating the atrocities committed during Rwanda's civil war in 1994. Traditional handicrafts, including wooden carvings, jewelry and woven baskets, may be found at the Kaplaki craft village's various merchants. Kigali's restaurant and nightlife sector is also a thriving one that would raise your adrenaline. This city combines all the aspects of modernity, cleanliness, and rich history in a balanced way. This qualifies it to be crowned as the most beautiful city in Africa. Reaching that point marks the end of today's video. Did you like the video? If yes, and you would like to get more video content like this one, subscribe and explore the channel for more. Which city in Africa among the top 10 did you find worth pinning as your destination for a vacation? Let us know in the comment section. Until the following video, stay safe and be safe.